Hello, my name is Win Than, and this is my chronic illness webquest presentation on my chosen illness of type 2 diabetes. Diabetes is a problem with your body that causes blood sugar or sugar levels to rise higher than normal. This is also called hyperglycemia. Type 2 diabetes is the most common form of diabetes. If you have type 2 diabetes, your body does not make or use insulin properly. This is called insulin resistance. At first, your pancreas makes extra insulin to make up for it, but over time, it is unable to keep up and can't make enough insulin to keep your blood sugar at normal levels. Insulin is a hormone that regulates the movement of blood glucose or sugar into cells to use as energy. When sugar cannot enter cells, this means that too much glucose collects in the blood and the body's cell cannot use it as energy. Glucose in the blood means that the body will extract fluid from tissues, which leads to excessive thirst and also frequent urination. Type 2 diabetes also leads to increased hunger due to lack of energy and also extreme tiredness and fatigue, which interferes with a person's daily life. People with diabetes also have symptoms such as blurred vision, which, if left untreated, can cause permanent eyesight damage or even blindness. Poor blood circulation can also mean that it takes them a lot longer to recover from infections and sores. There are many complications from diabetes. The first is hypoglycemia. When blood glucose or blood sugar become too low, hypoglycemia can progress quickly and can result in seizures or even coma. On the flip side, blood sugar levels can rise too high, resulting in hypoglycemia, which can in turn lead to diabetic ketoacidosis. When high levels of ketone collects in the blood, making it too acidic, ketoacidosis can become life-threatening, causing difficulty breathing, coma, or even death. Long-term complications of diabetes can cause high blood pressure, damage to nerves, blindness, hearing problems, heart disease, and kidney disease. Diabetes can have a huge impact to those that suffer from it, meaning that they have to make enormous lifestyle changes in order to manage the illness. These changes incorporate strict rules around diet and nutrition, the need for an ongoing exercise regimen, frequent scheduled blood glucose testing, frequent and regular doctor visits, the need to make daily medication, and in some cases insulin injections, and that's in addition to just having to deal with the symptom of the illness itself. For my webquest, I used various words and search terms. I looked at the project from the perspective that I myself was a person newly diagnosed with the illness and was looking for information to better understand and manage the illness, as well as my expectations, and find some kind of hope and support for what I was about to face. I used terms such as what is diabetes, how to cope with diabetes, managing diabetes, stages of diabetes, and support for diabetes patients. Among the first hits that I found, regardless of the search terms I used, was information provided by the CDC, or Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, similar to most of the other hits I initially found, such as diabetes.org. The information contained very factual and yet somewhat sterile and matter of fact. I did, however, feel that this information was very useful. It was able to give me a very good overall understanding of the disease and gave me some good steps to take to prepare me for what I should do next. However, none of these sites seem to offer a great deal more in terms of support or talking to my personal talking to my personal situation. Next, I decided to run the same search on YouTube. This is where I began to feel that there were people out there who understood my initial fears and that I wasn't alone in figuring out how I was going to cope with my newly diagnosed illness. The following short video is from Indiana University Health entitled Type 2 Diabetes, What to Expect. This is one of the plethora of YouTube videos that gave me an insight into what I could initially expect and what I might encounter as a new diabetic patient. I felt that the video was very optimistic in tone, and while informative, it also went a way towards taking some of the fears of the unknown, which I think is very important first step for newly diagnosed patients.
Hello, I'm Sandy Bedwell, a dietitian at Indiana University Health. During this video, I will help you understand what to expect if you have just been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. If you have type 2 diabetes, your body no longer responds to the hormone insulin. Because your body doesn't respond to insulin, you can experience high levels of blood glucose, also called blood sugar. If you frequently have high blood sugar over the years, it can cause damage to your nerves, blood vessels, and organs. You and your doctor will work together to keep your blood sugar at normal levels. First, your doctor will prescribe a pill to help control your blood sugar. Most new patients with diabetes receive a pill called metformin. Your doctor will tell you to take this pill either once or twice a day, depending on your needs. Your doctor will also give you a blood sugar monitor and a prescription for blood sugar testing strips. Your doctor or nurse will show you how to use the monitor and to test your blood sugar at home. You should test your blood sugar when you wake up in the morning before you eat breakfast. At this time, your blood sugar should be between 80 and 130. Your doctor may also suggest that you test your blood sugar 2 hours after you eat dinner. At this time, your blood sugar should be less than 180. You should speak to your doctor if your blood sugar is not repeatedly within these recommended levels. After you're diagnosed, your doctor will talk to you about lifestyle changes that help control blood sugar. It is vital that you make these changes to improve your health. Your doctor may encourage you to avoid sugary beverages like regular soda, juice, and sweetened coffee drinks. Strive to be at a healthy weight and engage in physical activity as approved by your doctor. Your doctor may also recommend that you attend diabetes education classes. At IU Health, our diabetes classes are not simply lectures. We help each participant take part in a conversation about diabetes. Diabetes educators help you understand how diabetes works, including why your blood sugar rises and how that affects your body. You'll learn how to set blood sugar goals and what actions to take if your blood sugar is too high or too low. We will also address your concerns and feelings about your diagnosis. Once you understand your diagnosis, you'll learn skills such as meal planning to control your blood sugar. Registered dietitians will teach you how to monitor carbohydrate intake that can raise your blood sugar, make healthy choices when you dine out, choose nutritious foods at the grocery store, and make nourishing meals at home. We will also teach you strategies for getting more physical activity every day. After you begin taking medicine and making lifestyle changes, you may notice you have more energy. Type 2 diabetes often causes fatigue, which patients blame on poor sleep. Once your blood sugar is under control, you will likely feel more alert. No matter how you feel, you need to see your primary care physician every 3 to 6 months to ensure your medicines and lifestyle changes are helping control your blood sugar. Your doctor will also check for any problems with kidney function, nerve function, blood pressure, or cholesterol. Do not be discouraged if your physician wants you to take more medicine or take a different medicine. It does not mean that you have failed to manage your blood sugar. It simply means your doctor is providing you with the care that meets your individual needs. Though many patients worry about diabetes complications such as loss of eyesight or foot problems, you should know that it takes many years of uncontrolled blood sugar before complications occur. By taking your medicines, making healthy food choices, and staying physically active, you can prevent complications. Remember, your doctor, diabetes educator, dietitian, and nurses are always here to help you succeed in managing your blood sugar. To learn more about what you can expect after a diagnosis of diabetes, please visit iuhealth.org/diabetes.
The last site that I wanted to highlight in my web quest is an internet forum. I found numerous forums online, and after all the knowledge I had received and the expectations that had been set, this seemed like the natural way to end my quest. The internet forums are not just a source of information, but a place to share experiences in a safe environment where there are opportunities for social support, reassurance, and friendship. The forum I liked the most was TU Diabetes, as immediately I felt a sense of community and support. The similarities I found between my web quest and the module readings were mainly themes expressed by diabetic patients such as limitations on activities and lifestyles, and the realizations of limitations and frustration that they can bring. The comments collected by Thornhill and Lyons in the British Psychological Society study, and the feelings expressed by Megan McNamara in Memoir magazine could have been lifted straight from the internet forums that I read. I also found a great similarity between the comments made by online forum users and the comments expressed in the social world section of the Thornhill study, where many participants felt smothered by help and uncomfortable being dependent on others and guilty at being unable to help with daily chores. In terms of differences, I felt that overall the majority of hits and information I found during my web quest related mostly to the clinical aspect of the illness. They neglected to drill down into the feelings and psychological aspects of living with chronic illness. Most of the advice offered was regarding treatment, not coping. In closing, I would have to say that the internet was an amazing amount of information for those suffering and trying to live with type 2 diabetes. However, the biggest benefit I felt when I tried to put myself in the shoes of somebody newly diagnosed with the illness was from the community aspect of the internet, where people could share and find support from others who knew exactly what they were going through.